So today we are going to discuss about your fifth lesson, that is materials and things. So by title we are going to know that materials means which are present in our surroundings and things which are present in our house and all. So what are the properties of materials and how they work and how they show properties and whether they are liquid, solids and they are made up of one material or two materials and what are the materials. So in this lesson we are going to learn about these all topics. Now firstly we are discussing about there is a one girl. Her name is Mary. So when she is studying in her room, suddenly a sound came and then she quickly got up and went into the kitchen. Then what she saw is one rat is going out of the window and all the utensils and the things, materials all fall upon the floor. Then what she think that why some materials are sounding and some are not sounding and some are broken and some are not broken. What are the properties and what are the things used? Because if the glass material is fallen down, it will broke. If the steel one fallen down, it will not broke. If wood fall on the floor, it will not broke. So here there are the different properties of materials by depending upon the property they show their property, depending upon their property they show their nature. So now we are discussing about one property. So first we are discussing about transparency. Transparency. So this is a property, one of the property of materials. So what is meant by transparency? So generally in general stores or in any other sweet shops and all, the sweets and the biscuits, chocolates and all delicious items are put on the glass jars or glass things. So why? Because we are able to see that material inside, the materials present inside the jar by directly through our eyes. So what is present inside the glass jar we can see. So that is why for identification or a proper identification they will store on the glass doors. So this type of materials are called transparent materials because we are able to see what is present inside or what is present behind the materials. So they are called transparent materials. Example, glasswares and also polythene cover and all which we are able to see. So they are called transparent materials. And opaque. What is meant by opaque materials? So the materials or the things which we cannot see properly, but we can see for some extent, but we cannot see properly, are called opaque. For example, if we store something in a steel or a other bowl, we cannot see. If we go near and we will see, then we will get to know what is there in that jar or what is there in that bowl. So this type of property consisting materials are called steel or not steel, opaque substances and all. And next other property is translucent. So this is another property of materials. So what is meant by translucent substances? First, initially we cannot see the objects by doing some experiment or by doing some method we can see the objects. For example, I will say, if we take a paper and if we see through the paper, if we see the light, for some extent we can see, but again read your observation and write in your notebook. And after that, if we pour 2-3 drops of oil on that paper and if we see, then we are able to see clearly the light. So this is exactly the translucent substances. By applying some property, we can see what is present on the that is what is present behind or what is present in that material. So this is closely related to transparency, but not equally transparency, because by adding some properties we are doing this. So this is called translucent materials. States of materials. States. So generally In rain lesson, what are the states of water? I said that is the liquid state, solid state and the gaseous states. And these three are irreversible. That is, we can change solid from liquid and liquid from gas and gas to again solid, liquid to solid and all. So these are irreversible reactions. And the materials are also having three type of properties, that is the solid states, that is the solid state, liquid state and the gaseous states. For example, if we take a lemon water, first we first we tell about solid to liquid. Solid, conversion of solid to liquid. Then if we take a ice, and if we take 1 glass of lemon juice, and if we put this ice in that lemon juice, then what will happen after some time? The water droplets around the glass are formed. Here the ice is converted into liquid. So this is the conversion of solid into liquid. Then liquid to gases. If we heat the water on the flame, then what happens? After the water vapor comes, and after some time the vapor convert into steam and the water level decreases slowly. So this is a conversion of liquid into gases. So solid into liquids and liquid into gases. These three are interchangeable. Okay. Then a dilemma with sugar. A dilemma with sugar. So one doubt came to the students, that is the sugar generally solids does not take the shape of the container, it will take the shape of their own material. And if liquids, if we pour liquids in the glass jar, it will take shape of the glass jar. If we take in a tiffin box, it will take shape of the tiffin box. If we pour in the bottle, it will take shape of the bottle. So here what the doubt got means, the sugar generally take the shape of the container, all you know, but sugar is not a liquid. Then some of the students in this class says that sugar is a liquid because it will take the shape of the container. And other group of students said that no, sugar is a solid but water is a liquid. And one girl did an experiment that she took 1 crystal of sugar and 2-3 drops of water, and she 1 drop of water, and she poured that liquid, that is the water, into the sugar, and sugar becomes soluble. Then she concluded that sugar is a liquid but sugar is a solid, I'm sorry, sugar is a solid but the water is liquid, and if we add water it will convert into liquid. So this is all about the dilemma with sugar, and hence lastly concluded that the sugar is a solid and water is a liquid. Then sinking or floating. Sinking or floating. So what is meant by sinking or floating? So what is meant by sinking means munigipovadam, floating means teladam. So some objects will sink but some objects will float. So by depending upon the property and size, some will float and some will sink. So if we take 1 wood box and 1 sponge and 1 iron nail, sponge will float on the water because they have low weight and the property, it will float. But if we take a wooden box, it will if we take a small wooden box, it will float, but if we take a large one, it will sink. So depending upon the shape or depending upon size also, they will sink or float. If we take an iron nail, if the iron nail is big in size, it will sink. It is small in size, it will float. And if we put a iron nail in water, the rust comes, that is jambu pattadam, it will happen. So we should not pour, that is if we not insert the iron into the water. And floating or sinking, this is all about the topic. And